Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to cut through the noise, pull out the key insights from different sources, and, well, basically get you up to speed quickly. Today, we're diving into something pretty intriguing, actually. It sits right where business, community, and what many are calling a higher purpose meet. We're talking about the Kingdom Boardroom. Our mission, really, for this deep dive is to get a handle on what a kingdom-minded entrepreneur actually is and, explore this new platform that's just launched, see what its wider impact might be on business, on society. All our insights today, they're coming from some really interesting excerpts from Leaders to Legends, the Kingdom Boardroom Ascends. Gives us a pretty unique window into this whole movement.
Yeah, and what's fascinating, I think, is watching how this global chat around business just keeps evolving. It's not static. We've seen this growing awareness that purpose, something more than just the bottom line, is becoming really central for a lot of companies looking ahead. And this specific thing, the Kingdom Boardroom, it really seems to embody that shift. It makes it concrete, intentional. It's not just talk, right? It's about creating a real, physical, well, maybe virtual space for a particular type of business leader.
Exactly, a tangible space. So let's set the scene a bit. Let's talk about Business L2L Leaders to Legends. Our source material says L2L has already been making a, quote, powerful and undeniable impact in the marketplace. It's pretty strong language. What really jumps out, though, is this dual focus it seems to have. It's connecting with, yes, traditional secular business owners, but also, and this is the key bit, now increasingly among kingdom-minded entrepreneurs. That feels like more than just, growth. It points to a real shift in who they're reaching, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It signifies a pretty profound shift, I'd say. We're seeing what the source calls a growing wave of leaders. And these are leaders building businesses not just for profit that's important, but for what they term kingdom purpose. The text actually defines them, calls them kingdom changers. So these aren't just people chasing financial success, not primarily anyway. They're described as operating with integrity, innovation, and spiritual conviction. And there's this deep belief that what they're doing, their companies, are aligned with heaven's blueprint. If you just pause on that for a second, that's a business strategy built right on a spiritual foundation. And the impact, the source suggests, is potentially huge. They're transforming industries, communities, and culture by bringing light into every sphere of influence. It's really about using the power of business for a much broader mission. So for you listening, you might ask yourself, what would it actually mean to align your own business, or maybe just your daily work, not only with market demands or your career path, but with something deeper, a personal sense of mission, maybe even spiritual purpose?
How could that change your approach, your problem solving, how you build your team, even how you interact with customers?
That really makes you think, doesn't it? Seeing your work as a calling. And that leads us straight to what the source calls a pivotal moment in all this, which is the official launch of the Kingdom Boardroom, happening this month, right now. And it's not just some side project. It's highlighted as a dedicated platform within Business L2L. Sounds like a very deliberate move, designed to strengthen and, well, grow this whole movement. How is this platform different, though? What makes it tick?
It's definitely more than just a label. It sounds like a strategically designed ecosystem. The main goal of the Kingdom Boardroom, its core purpose, is to give these specific kingdom business owners a place to connect, collaborate, and grow. And the source is very clear. It's more than just networking. That phrase really stands out if we sort of zoom out, connect the dots. It's about deliberately creating an environment where these particular entrepreneurs don't just survive, they actually thrive together. It's focused on mutual sharpening, shared wisdom, and building lasting partnerships rooted in purpose. That suggests something much deeper than just swapping business cards, right? You could picture maybe structured peer groups where experienced entrepreneurs hash out complex ethical questions or growth plans, all through this heaven's blueprint lens. Or maybe mentorship, where seasoned kingdom changers help newer ones navigate not just P&Ls, but how to genuinely weave their calling into the day-to-day running of the business. The boardroom specifically invites visionaries who understand their business is also their ministry, and their calling is to lead with both strategy and spirit.
It's really about carving out a space where the specific challenges and also the opportunities of having this dual mission can be properly explored and, importantly, supported, which, again, raises a question for you listening. What would it actually look like if your business, or even just your role where you work, wasn't simply a job, but was deeply rooted in that sense of calling? Think about the kind of impact you could potentially have, not just financially, but in shaping the culture around you, your community.
Yeah, framing it as a calling, it changes everything. The whole idea of success shifts, doesn't it? And Business L2L itself, it seems to be playing this really vital role, like a bridge between faith and enterprise. The source makes a really strong claim here. It says L2L is proving that business excellence and kingdom assignment can thrive together. That really pushes against the old idea of keeping the sacred and the secular totally separate. The overall message from the material seems clear. The marketplace is shifting and kingdom leaders are rising.
Hmm.
So what is it about Business L2L specifically that makes that bridge work so well?
That's a really good question. Because Business L2L, from what we're reading, isn't just watching this shift happen, it's actively enabling it. It's demonstrating that this integrated model actually works, presumably through its existing programs, its networks. We can infer that it provides the frameworks, the resources, the community that let these entrepreneurs turn their spiritual convictions into real, practical business actions. And it's not about, sacrificing good business sense for spiritual ideals. Actually, the material suggests the opposite. It suggests these convictions can boost business excellence. How? By encouraging more integrity, perhaps sparking different kinds of innovation, fostering a longer-term vision that goes beyond just the next quarter's results. When you look at the bigger picture, this isn't just some niche group operating off on their own. It's pointing towards a potentially transformative way of doing business altogether, where a deeper purpose drives not just innovation and integrity, but also real community impact. It fundamentally changes the definition of success beyond just dollars and cents, suggesting a more holistic ROI. And what's really striking in the source material is how clear and direct the invitation is. For anyone who feels this resonates, it's presented as a welcome to a bigger movement, actively encouraging these leaders to join in, participate, and really amplify their collective voice and impact.
Right. It's a very clear call to action. The source literally says, welcome to the movement. Welcome to the Kingdom Boardroom, launched this month by Vista Hub, and we urge you to become part. Register today and join the Kingdom Boardroom network free of charge. That's a pretty open door, emphasizing accessibility, collaboration. And for our listeners, it really spells out the value, doesn't it? Join the Kingdom Boardroom network. It's free, and you get access across all networks. McKin, can you maybe unpack that a bit? What might across all networks actually mean here?
Sure. That mention of Vista Hub seems pretty important. Based on what we have, Vista Hub looks like the main organization, the umbrella maybe, that connects and oversees different networks and projects. So when the invitation says gain access across all networks, it strongly suggests that by joining the Kingdom Boardroom, which Vista Hub launched, members are essentially tapping into a much wider ecosystem, an ecosystem of linked platforms, resources, communities, all orchestrated by Vista Hub. So you're not just joining one siloed group, you're plugging into a whole interconnected support system. It sounds like it's about building a really powerful collective, right? Using the strength of potentially many specialized networks that all come together in this one central space, amplifying individual missions, collaborative work. For an entrepreneur, that could mean finding peers within the Kingdom Boardroom, yes, but also potentially connecting with a wider range of expertise, partners, even market opportunities through other related networks under that Vista Hub banner. It looks like a very strategic approach to building a really robust, expansive community focused on this idea of purpose-driven business.
Okay, so let's try and tie this together. What does this all mean for you, the listener? We've basically unpacked the rise of these kingdom-minded entrepreneurs, people who see their businesses as more than just profit centers, but as vehicles for a deeper spiritual purpose. We've looked at the launch right now this month of the Kingdom Boardroom, a dedicated strategic space inside Business L2L, a place designed for these visionaries to really connect, collaborate, sharpen each other, share wisdom across different networks. And we've highlighted Business L2L's crucial role as that bridge between faith and business, actively proving that excellence in business and this kingdom assignment idea can, in fact, work together, thrive together. It suggests a new way of thinking about commerce, where purpose and profit aren't enemies, but are actually intertwined, leading to impact that goes way beyond just financial returns.
Yeah, in this whole deep dive, it really pushes us to think, okay, if businesses can genuinely be tools for purpose, even ministry, guided by this idea of a heaven's blueprint, what does that really imply for how we usually think about corporate success, the traditional metrics? How might it start to reshape entire industries we thought we understood? From tech to manufacturing to services, you name it. What if? What if the businesses that truly last, the ones with the deepest impact tomorrow, are precisely the ones that master this dual mission, proving that having a higher purpose can actually lead to greater prosperity and profound positive change in society? It's a powerful idea, definitely something that makes you want to keep exploring this evolving connection between what we do, why we do it, and the potential it holds for real transformation.